When I was in high school, my drumming was very busy, sloppy, and chaotic. When I walked into my first percussion lesson in college, however, I learned something that quickly changed that. There's one key thing that you need to do really well in order to sound like a pro when you play simple grooves. And I'd like to teach that to you today. Hey everybody, welcome to The Non-Glamorous Drummer, the channel all about teaching you the core drumming skills that help you make music faster. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. When I was in high school, I was quickly turning into that chops guy who just wanted to play things as fast as possible. And I felt like every drum fill, if the drum fill needed more energy or needed more power, that meant play faster. And I was having a lot of fun playing that way, but it just wasn't very musical. And when I was getting into college, I was kind of I was getting the smack in the face of, okay, you got to clean up your playing, you got to think more about being musical, play less from your hands, more from your ear. And that all started when I went into one of my first percussion lessons in college, so going back to probably August 2011. I remember the focus on percussion lessons was, of course, working on all the percussion stuff, working on rudimental concert snare, timpani, mallets, and we were doing a little bit of drum set. And so I sat down at the kit and probably started playing some sort of groove, just something I was comfortable with for my teacher to critique and get her feedback on. And she said, hey, you know what? Play the Billie Jean beat. Most of us know that one. Okay, I want you to play the Billie Jean beat. Play that same beat, don't change anything, keep it going over and over and over and over again. And so I started playing it, and it was a struggle to not add in additional notes. I'd want to go, because it's so tempting to start adding in these little frills when you're so used to playing from your hands, where it's almost like your hands are just running wild and your hands are playing stuff and you're not really aware of what you're actually playing. Then she said, okay, let's do this. As you're playing this, what I want you to do every 4 bars is add in something new. But you're only gonna add one new thing, one new note every 4 bars. And so you're starting off simple, gradually it's gonna get more complex, but you gotta keep track of what you're playing. Here's what that looked like. I'll play you through the exercise. And so on and so on, and then you can actually work it backwards too, which is really tough, and gradually subtract the things you added back in. So you get the idea. It's a very deceivingly challenging exercise. It's a very simple concept, but it can quickly become very difficult as you're trying to keep track of what you're doing. And if you hold yourself to always adding something new every 4 measures, it starts to get crazy because you have to really be aware of what you're playing. And so sometimes you'll add something in and you'll realize, oh, why did I add that in? Now I got to keep that going every time and I can't take it away. So it's a really cool challenge, really cool way to really make your ear aware of what you're playing and whip your limbs into control so that you're not just playing from your hands or playing from your feet. Now, if you've watched a few of my videos, you may have heard me say this before. It's not the exercise that makes you a better drummer. It's how you use the exercise. And simply playing this exercise over and over again is probably going to help you in some way or another. But when you intentionally take it and you think about, okay, how can I create some musical parts here that sound really cool and feel really good and be aware of them, when you take that look at it and you look at it from that angle, that's when you really start to grow and you're really listening and paying attention to what you're playing. I mentioned back at the beginning, there's really just one key thing that you need to do really well beyond technical stuff on the drums in order to sound like a pro, and that's to listen well, to really listen to what you're doing and make music on the drums. And that's why this exercise is so powerful, because it forces you to listen. And it helps you get out of just your hands playing and thinking about what does it sound like. That percussion lesson was like August 2011 when I started college. And a couple years later, some fellow music students at the school I went to, we started a band, started playing covers and gigging pretty often by like 2013, I think. And so somewhere around there, 2013, 14, I remember being on a gig with them. And for the first time ever, when playing live with people, I've been playing in bands, playing with people since 2009. So I've been doing that for a few years. And for the first time ever, I felt like I was actually listening suddenly in this moment in a song. We're playing the song, playing a groove. And I remember it was pretty fast. And I noticed, hey, I'm listening to the bass player. We're locked together. Hey, I'm listening to the vocal. I know exactly where we're at in the song and what I'm going to play next. And I was sitting in the groove so comfortably and it felt great. And that was the first time I'd ever experienced that. And I think it just took so much time of developing my ear and figuring out how to listen. But that exercise definitely played a big part in that. And it helped shift my thinking. And so if you can use this exercise to shift your thinking more from playing randomness to being ultra aware of what you're playing, then that can help shift your listening not only to playing musical parts yourself, but also to other people around you, because if you can listen carefully to what they're doing, that's going to tell you what to play. That's going to make you a very musical drummer that plays for the song and plays the right parts. That's a big deal. That's why I teach this exercise to students. This is why I'm teaching it to you today and why I want you to go learn it. And by the way, I'm including a PDF transcription of what I played. Like sitting here right now, I don't even know what I played. I'll have to go back and listen to it and write it out for you. But if you want to copy what I did just to get started in this and just to practice it, that's fine, do that. But I encourage you to quickly do your own thing. Practice doing whatever random add-ons to the groove you want to do. So limitless possibilities here. Start out simple, whatever you do, and gradually add to it. And then for the extra challenge, go backwards and gradually take things away. So hey, I hope this video helped you out. I hope this gave you something very practical to practice, and I hope I gave you a good concept to work on and think about. I think this helped my playing tremendously, and I believe it will yours too if you take this and you work on it. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to grab that PDF. It's in the description below. You can check out exactly what I played if you want to. Again, that's totally optional. Be creative, do your own thing. But it's there in case you want to see it. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the Non-Glamorous Drummer, be sure to subscribe while you're here and go check out some of the other videos. I think these are very helpful to you. We cover the core non-glamorous topics here that really help you develop your drumming and really grow fast as a player. Thanks guys for watching. I will see you next week.